Good afternoon, my name is Geraldine Hamill and I'm here to talk about Power over Ethernet. It's about the digitalisation of buildings for optimum fine-tuning and energy and space management. It's about SRI, smart readiness for buildings, about integrating renewables, occupant-specific lighting and comfort, optimising daylight availability and human-centric lighting. It's about energy monitoring and reporting, life-saving system maintenance schedules and alerts, reducing the embodied carbon in buildings, and this will lead to LEED accreditation. You already have Ethernet on site. You are already using network-based services with your computer networks, with your AV, with your security cameras, your employee card scanners. Now, intelligent lighting systems that can be powered over Ethernet will provide capability to interface and control other technical building systems, providing reporting, monitoring and alerts for maintenance and optimising energy efficiency. So PoE starts with the network components. So initially you have your PoE switch, which will be remounted remotely in a cabinet, more than likely in the comms room. And from there you run out your category 6 out to the nodes, which are out in the field. The node has some software capacity, it manages up to 90 watts, and they're actually manufactured in Ireland. And downstream of that, you have our splitter box, which allows you to optimize the number of luminaires you can have on any home run. On the sensor side and the control side, there are a variety of sensors that can be used: motion, daylight, temperature, humidity, even down to human presence detection. We have a backup battery capability from the emergency lighting point of view. There is also a wall-mounted scene controller option, which would bring it localized control. And in the context of the luminaires being PoE enabled, any supplier can be used. There is no LED driver required within the luminaire, and all that is required is the RJ45 2R soldered to the LED PCB board. Here we give you an overview of the PoE architecture in a building. So you have your switches to which you run back your category 6 cable, and that is connected to the LAN network where our software is actually housed. Below that you can see the variety of home runs back to the supply switch. So you can have any combinations downstream of nodes, splitter boxes, the type of sensors you want, and even in the case where you have high wattage, maybe industrial high bays or low bays, which do have a 230 volt requirement to be able to operate, we can still integrate that into the PoE network and get the communication back from there in terms of controlling those light fittings. The option is there on the wall switch also. That brings us on to our dashboard, where at any time facilities managers, building users, real estate people have full visibility on the temperature in any space in the building, the occupancy in that space, and the consumption, the energy consumption in that space. And below that, we can give you a complete profile of the changes in energy consumption throughout the various floors, the various rooms, etc. On the policy setting side, which the software is particularly powerful on, you can actually tailor specifically for occupants who are using possibly a hot desk, or you have certain clients that only come in at certain hours on certain days of the week, and again they might like their light level dimmed at 40%, they might like to have a 3000 Kelvin temperature setting, or they might like a particular temperature in the environment. All these policies are set in conjunction with the client at the software end. So in current times, we are all very aware of the Green Deal and the renovation wave. In the context of where this digitalisation is going to, 40% of the energy consumed across Europe is used in buildings, and this contributes 36% of all greenhouse gases. So with the renovation wave, the call is for reduced emissions and energy to support climate targets, improved quality of life, health and well-being for residents. Decarbonisation of heating is a huge effort. Also called for is digitalisation and smart homes. Through the research with the EU, they found that while a lot of buildings managers thought they were operating really energy efficient buildings, the actual equipment themselves lacked maintenance scheduling. So while it might be optimised in operational energy, the actual equipment itself were operating inefficiently. So the European Building Directive is being rewritten at the moment So it'll be mandatory by 2025 that all buildings will have a building automated system to control, monitor, report and provide the scheduling and alerts to ensure that all maintenance is carried out routinely so that the energy use is optimised within the building. This also brings in the Smart Readiness Indicator, which will be a measure for every building, a bit like the BER certificate, that the building will be able to demonstrate how ready it is. In other words, how much energy does it use? How much energy can it get away without using? And when they introduce renewables, that surplus energy will be able to be exported out to the smart grid. The benefits of PoE: it's basically cost neutral when compared with traditional installations. You have completely pre-integrated control policies on the blinds, on the audio-visual, all technical systems, obviously the lighting, and any technical system that has an open API. You can have specific lighting and comfort policies set up in the software. You now have flexible data-driven solutions that support intelligent decisions about managing the facility, and it provides feedback. It's a key component to demonstrate the digitalisation of buildings to SRI, with LEED accreditation when PoE is installed, and there is actually an 80% reduction in carbon footprint on cabling and containment when PoE is used. The benefits are demonstrated here in terms of just how streamlined network cabling can be. It's already existing. You're just running in additional network cabling to support the lighting. This is a very simplified illustration of what a smart building will be. So you've got your renewables on the roof, or you're taking it from the grid, you're using your battery storage, you've got your heat pumps, and you have complete control via the app on your personal device.